Welcome and welcome back to Expansion for Love. My name is Lourdes, and today we have a pick a card for you on what you need to ask yourself. Pile number 1, here is the option. For pile 2, here is your option. And for pile number 3, here is your option. Pile number 1, welcome to your read. And here we're going to dive deep into what it is that you need to ask yourself. And the card that popped out is, how honest am I being right now? I just want to let that soak in for a moment for you. This is a question you need to ask yourself. How honest am I being right now? And let's just take a moment to just breathe, soak that in, because this is for you to move forward, to go in progress. And the next card that came out in relation to this is mending. So something that can help you with this question you're asking yourself, how honest are you being with yourself, is what needs mending? What in your life currently is just kind of like falling apart at the seams, is just not staying together. There is something going on and you get to discover what that is. You get to ask yourself that question, but at least these are guidances to help you figure it out. And mending is going to be one of those things that helps you at this time. Another card that came out to help you figure out how honest you're being with yourself right now is wild. And this card to me means it's another card that reminds me of the strength card in the tarot. It also reminds me of shadow work. The strength card and this wild card remind me of the things that you need to work on yourself that you're not as comfortable with. They're the parts of yourself where you're like, perhaps even ashamed of. And there is no need to be. They're just things you need to nurture and work with. Perhaps it's something in the way you communicate. You wish you were more suave in your communication instead of just straight to the point. And that's something you can work with. Nothing to be ashamed of, just something to embrace and work with along the way. And the tarot cards that came out were the Lovers in reverse. And this came out along with the Two of Swords, the Six of Cups, and the Devil card. I'll try to hold these up for you. These images from this deck are so intense. Let me just show them one at a time. To be honest with you, I shouldn't do this. I'm going to put the Lovers card upright so you could see it. But this card is intense. It's beautiful. It has these two passionate people, right, that are just there with one another and really soaking each other up. And the Lovers card also comes out as a choice. This card is you have a choice before you right now. And that choice is related to, still keeping this in mind, how you could be honest right now with yourself. And the Two of Swords is that indecision. You have a choice in between an indecision, something from your past with the Six of Cups, and the Devil, it's related to work or an addiction you've dealt with in the past. So for some of you, it'll be work. For some of you, it will be something that you've been chained to. These are just hints on how you could be honest with yourself. Is there something that you are just letting be in the way when it comes to something you allow yourself to be shackled to? Or is there something at work that you are just not being honest enough with yourself that really needs to come together, and you need to mend that together and be able to really take these shadow sides of yourself and work with them? Pile 1, Earth Angel, this is beautiful. This is a really intense and really, really good thing to do with yourself, is be honest with yourself right now. And these hints and clues are going to help you as you go along your journey and you are able to just be more present and be more prepared with the tools that you need and like figuring out how to continue to improve yourself and be the best version of yourself. You guys take care, and don't forget to check in the description box for these cards if there are any that you were looking for. They will be mentioned right below. Take care, and I'll see you next time. I will now go on to pile number 2. Pile number 2, welcome to your read. The question to ask yourself today is this: is there a faster way? This is the question for you. Is there a faster way? I want you to just think about that for a moment. There is something, for some of you, there's this really great project you're working on. It is something apart from work. For others of you, it is a project from work. For others of you, it's just like home improvement things, right? And you're asking yourself, is there a faster way? It's the question to ask yourself right now. And the other card that came out with that is To the Sea. And immediately, like what I get from this right now, you're gonna laugh, but is to use water. I don't know what it is you're working on, right? But whatever it is, you know what it is. And you know water is a possible help for it. But To the Sea also is speaking of using buoyancy, right? Using a way to transport something in a barge, right? In any way that you can carry to and from in something large and boat-like. So that's another thing that's coming through. But also, is there a way in travel that you can make this happen faster? Another question to ask yourself. Is there something you're working on internally that you need to heal, that you need to just connect with? And water could be your answer for that as well. Another thing that's coming to me at the moment. But the next card that came out is the Sadness card. And I want you to look at the imagery more than the words, because what really is popping out to me is this paint palette and the paints on it and the brush. And there is, like I said, a project you're working on, right? And you need to bring some color to it. So bring some water, bring something to carry it, right? Something large. And think on what you could do to bring color to this. Either be more colorful in your wording, in your expression, or literally bring more color, add more color to what you're working on. Like I said, even if it's a home improvement project you're working on, you can actually bring color to this. Maybe a color you weren't thinking of before, but you can get into the color theory and understand oranges help your appetite, and blues are calming, right? And green just helps you feel more connected to nature. So yeah, looking into that, that's really beautiful. That's mostly what I'm getting from this, even more than the words here. But I'm going to show you again the little paintbrush and the paint palette. For your tarot cards, you got the Princess of Cups in reverse. So I'll show you in the upright. These cards are so beautiful and intense. But the Princess of Cups in reverse, or also the Page of Cups. And then we have the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords. She sits there knowing what she knows, right? And we also have the Empress. Pile 2, this is very beautiful. This energy that's coming through right now, and what I'm sensing from this, is that this project you're working on, you're really bringing it forth. You're bearing it. It's the child that you have. It's your child project, right? And you're standing in your truth with this. Something that will help you also bring it about faster, is there a faster way, is making sure that you are on point with the truth, that you are communicating the truth you need to with whomever you're working with to bring this project about. And this page of this page, or this Princess of Cups, right, is speaking to the part of yourself that you are kind of not tapping into, that emotional part. So something that will help this go faster is tapping into that emotional part of yourself, into your feelings, into your feels. Feel it out. Feel what it is that's going to help you bring that color in, bring that emotion in, bring that feeling in, bring that truth in, right? Being that authentic self. The Queen of Swords very much represents that authentic part of yourself, sticking to that and representing it out for the world to see. Pile 2, Earth Angels, thank you so much for being here, letting me share this read with you. This is really beautiful. I'm really excited for you to just go out in the world and ask yourselves these questions, right, that can help you move forward in your life with different things you're working on, especially this project. So you guys take care. Check out the description box. These cards are down there if you like them and they're interesting to you. You'll find them right below. And I will see you in the next one. I will now move on to pile number 3. Pile number 3, welcome to your read. This is the question to ask yourself. And it says, stop, take a deep breath, look around you until you see a sign. What is it telling you? Wow, the universe is letting you know that it's time to look for a sign. Stop, breathe, soak in the present moments. Breathing is known to help you just take in the moments and release the anxiety, right? And just kind of soak in your truth, soak in the present, soak in and up what is around you instead of worry and anxiety that comes from the unknown sometimes that we fear. But the more comfortable you get with the unknown and uncertainty, that fear factor will only reduce in your life. So become comfortable with the unknown. Become comfortable with the uncertainty that life brings. And know that God, the universe, Spirit has your back. You're going to be totally fine. You have your guardian angels around you. You have your spirit guides, and you are not left to just hang there. You have a whole team with you. And that is so exciting to know, that you are just like ready to go forth and you are not hanging, right? You're not hanging. So stop, take a deep breath, look around until you see a sign. What is that sign telling you? I'll just put that up here so you could see it, just in case you wanted to. And a card that came out to reinforce that is the Observer. You got the Observer. So look for that sign. Look for it. And then feel what it is that it's telling you. That's what you got with this beautiful image of like the cat with the telescope looking out, being aware, being ready to see what it is. It's not a cat, excuse me, it's a coyote. It's like, check that out again. So excited to see the little cat, but coyotes are beautiful too. Yeah, we've got the moon, the stars, and in every card of the Wisdom of the Oracle deck right here, look how beautiful. You will notice that there is the moon. Or in the moon, there is the oracle right there. And you are the oracle. You are the one who's tapped into your intuition and into your knowing. You will find the things you are seeking and you will be able to observe. Another card that popped right out is this one. And it's so fitting for what is coming through in your pile here, pile 3, Earth Angels. You have sexuality. And this is number 4. So this is like a very, very stable card coming to you that allows you and reminds you to get into your feeling. The sensual part of you, the sexual part of you is your feeling. It's your Kundalini energy. It's that energy that starts at the base of your root, of your chakras, right? Your root chakra. You will find the strength there to connect and be the oracle, right? Be the high priestess. This card reminds me of just really connecting with yourself, with your senses, with your intuition. And it's really beautiful because, I mean, I've actually never noticed this before, but here it is. See this snake? There is a snake there. And that snake, again, is speaking of the things that are down below and you don't always see. Pay attention to the ground. That's what this card is also reminding you. Tap into your intuition, pay attention to the ground, looking for those signs. That's what's coming through with this. And for your tarot cards, we have, wow, some very powerful cards. The King of Pentacles, that mature earth energy of practical things coming through. The 10 of Pentacles with the 7 of Cups. So you have this, let me show you the 10 of Pentacles with the 7 of Cups here. This very, very grounding, complete energy. It's like there's things that you are going to see because you're asking for this sign. The thing to do to ask yourself now is right for that sign. And then, of course, ask yourself, what is it telling you? But whatever's coming in for you, you've got options with it. And whatever you choose, you're still gaining, you're still working towards, and you're still gaining your abundance. You have this mature Pentacles energy, right? Again, completion. The 10 of Pentacles coming through with the King of Pentacles is a very like cycle well done, cycle well completed. Like your fruitfulness will bear now. You will see it. Keep open for those signs. Check out on the ground below and see what it is that Spirit has for you. Thank you guys so much for being here, Pile 3. I hope that you would take time to really just stop, breathe, and look. Look for those signs and ask them or ask yourself, what is it telling you, right? You guys, thank you for being here. And don't forget that down in the description box below, you will see these cards. If they are of interest to you, they'll be right down there. And I hope to see you in the next read. Take care. Bye.